I caught myself complaining way too much about how things were in Ohio, as well as with the national government, federal government, United States. So, and my dad had always told me that if you have a problem with something, you stand up for what you believe in, you voice your opinion, and you do what you can do. People were saying that I'm only in it to get my name in the paper, which if I wanted my name in the paper, I would do other things, obviously. I could write letters to the editor and get my name in the paper. People just said I was too young, too inexperienced. And my comments have always been back was it my generation that put us in the situation we're in today? And is it the experience that has put us where we are today? I just come from that farming background, and I'm young and energetic, and I can bring new ideas and strategies to the table and maybe get the younger generation involved, which is something that we need to do. Cut the wasteful spending. Get rid of the things that you do not need to be funding. Consolidate government agencies. Cut back on the taxes a little bit so people have spending power, because we have the sales tax. We're getting money from that. Get rid of the wasteful spending. This way, rather than distributing these funds to places it doesn't need to go, now we have these funds to bring back the budget, to even it up. Taxes are high. We don't have jobs. People are going unemployed. In Hancock County area, it's around 10%. You've got the Hardin County around 12 to 13, and All Glaze around 12%. That's not very good for this area, who has a lot of resources and a very good workforce. So I think that is a challenge. Number one challenge is wasteful spending, and try to find jobs. I'm an advocate for entrepreneurs. I'm an advocate for small business, and I definitely want people to take that risk, because we have to have it. We cannot be giving people the money. Another form is we have the Office of Ohio's Consumer Council, which is basically a strict lobby group that regulates commerce and is a decline in economic growth. And in 2009, the governor have given $8.5 million to that department, and then now in 2010, he felt that there should be a 12% increase to about $9.5 million. And those are just forms of wasteful spending. I think if we get rid of the wasteful spending, you don't have to have high taxes, and you can fund your fire, your education, your EMS, and police. I believe in eliminating the estate tax. I think that is one thing that has to go, and it's time that we get that through now. You have to give these corporations and businesses and small businesses, those who want to be an entrepreneur, you have to give them a chance. Between the workers' comp and the corporate tax, it's driving these corporations and businesses out, and they can't afford to stay open. The small business, with the workers' comp that we have right now in Ohio, you can't make it. So maybe if we restructure those, I don't want to say eliminate, but reduce, it would make it a little easier, and give the incentives for companies to stay. The focus should not always be about creating the jobs as much as saving the ones we have now and expanding on them. It shouldn't happen. I think it's wrong, and it'd be a waste of money. It was a good idea, but not with taxpayer money. Just strong representation. And we've had it currently, in the past, current, and hopefully in the present. The future, whoever wins, we're gonna have strong representation. Each candidate's strong, and as long as you're willing to lead and help all counties and all constituents, that's what matters. It's not about just Hancock County. It's not just about All Glaze County or the part of All Glaze County that's in it, or all about Hardin County. It should be about every constituent. We need to focus on what the needs of each county is and what we can do to best represent their needs and to help these people. You have your personal beliefs, you have what you believe in the law, and personally, with what Cliff did, I think he was right, because you cannot discriminate. You know, we've got this whole discrimination, racism, prejudice going on in America still today, and we've got to find ways to get rid of it. And you shouldn't be discriminating anyone for housing and for jobs. That should not happen. You have your personal beliefs, and then you have the law. And when it comes political, I stand by Cliff on it. I think, you know, people attacked him. Some, you know, and I'm conservative, I'm religious, you know, and I understand that part of it. I believe, you know, man and woman should be the ones in marriage, you know, but when it comes to jobs and, you know, having the civil rights, you know, if you're an American citizen, you're an American citizen. And I decided to run because I just felt that there's things that need to change, not necessarily with our representative of our district, but with the state in general. And my biggest goal is to get the younger generation involved. I think it's just time to inherit what's being given to us, because it's now, you know, you guys are going to be retiring, and, you know, it's time to start thinking about my generation and the youth. We got to bring the youth up in a better economy and situation than we are today. The whole idea with politics right now is a lot of people see politicians as crooks or liars or any other bad word that you can think of. And I kind of want to eliminate that, because, you know, government's supposed to be your friend. They're supposed to be there to help you, you know, not be the enemy. And so I also want to eliminate the mudslinging. You know, as I've said before, I think Cliff's a great guy. I think Dennis is very respectable. You'll never hear me once slam either of them. I think, you know, that's just not me. I was never taught that way or raised up that way, and I'll stand by that. And I think if we eliminate that, you will see the younger generation get involved. A lot of people are turned off by how, you know, politics is run today. You cannot turn on the TV and watch a presidential ad without someone getting personal and attacking someone, even in their family. I believe the Tea Party movement was good in a sense that it's getting people involved and people are becoming aware of what's going on. And I think that's great. When it comes to our fire departments in our district, we are made up primarily of volunteer fire departments. And the state continues to mandate these volunteers to do more and more hours, and they're not funding them at all. And these fire departments, these volunteer fire departments and EMS squads, they're having pancake breakfasts, you know, dinners and stuff like that. And right now, in the time of recession, people don't have too much money to spend on that. And I think if the state is going to get involved in what they're doing, then the state needs to start backing them up. And that goes along with cut the wasteful spending, so then you have the money to do it.